Okay, good evening, guys. This is William. I think all of you know me. So I'm quickly going to run through the presentation and then just a normal presentation, but very quickly. And then we want to get to like explaining, talking about the bot. 80% of it's going to be in the bot. So I'm going to be very quick. And you guys are welcome to start putting some questions in the chat box if you have any questions that you can think about. All right, Team Money Heist, here we are. I am busy with some videos. Some of you might have seen the beginning of it. It's a start. It's going to definitely make life easier for all of us, but let's get going. Right, so you guys know the disclaimer. I'm not going to say much about it, but I think one thing I can just mention about the disclaimer, especially when we're talking about real Q, we're all adults, we all know that crypto markets, cryptocurrencies are risky, they're volatile. The fact that they're volatile is why we have a bot. If it wasn't for the volatility, we wouldn't have had this wonderful bot. So we need to embrace volatility. And then obviously the big thing with the bot that a lot of people understand, they come in with $150 and they want to make just as money as the people who's got $10,000 or $1,000. That is hopefully that something I'm gonna explain to you tonight, that you'll understand why it's not the same. Okay, freedom. I honestly believe that Royal Q has the opportunity to give us freedom for at least for the next sort of 3 years or whatever, up until something comes to replace cryptocurrencies. I believe we have a very good solution here. And we can definitely, within 1 year or less, we can definitely make a big change in our life. It all depends on the amount of energy that you put in, how excited you get about it, how much you learn about this. I think the more you learn about this, the more you understand it and the more it becomes part of your life. So we want to be on that beach and we want to enjoy our life. All right. So we always talk about, are we safe? It's so funny that we're actually talking about safe. When you when you go and take out an annuity from Old Mutual, you don't worry about it. You don't even ask the questions, is it safe, or stuff like that. But as soon as we deal with any opportunities that's not in the norm, then we tend to have to like constantly justify that it's safe. You're not going to lose your money, because the reality is we've been scammed. We've been scammed big time. I thought about it today and I thought, yeah, how many times have you guys thought about waking up in the morning and my money is gone from Binance? We don't have that concern here, because Binance is the biggest crypto exchange in the world, and cryptos is hot stuff, and trading is not illegal. So there's nothing illegal about what we've got. There's a lot of bots out there. I have checked out a lot of the bots, but this one for me is pretty good. And it's easy to use, and it's got a lovely network marketing model. Right, so the big thing about this is, once again, always having to remember that the funds in our control. We see the trades live, and we can withdraw whenever we want, like I've done so many times, and we make money while we sleep. Okay, I think you all know that. So the robot trader in crypto, artificial intelligence is some of the things that's part of our life nowadays. It wasn't there 10 years ago. And cryptocurrencies wasn't really there 10 years ago. So this is all new stuff. We're living in very exciting times. But I think every era has got something that's interesting. But we definitely live in the most exciting times. We all agree on that. All right, so it's about crypto trading through using a bot. It's developed in China, Malaysia 2017, available on the App Store only in April 21. And then you guys know it's API, trades 24/7 days a week, and it's spot trading. Right, so just quickly running through the process again. I have actually changed the steps a bit now, especially when we're looking at videos. You want to start at Royal Q in the beginning. But anyway, you need to get crypto. So in South Africa, we use Luna or Valor. So we need to help people. Some people don't know how to do it, but most people manage to get it done. Step 2, we need to register in Royal Queue. On the video that I've done, I also talk about the registration, and I do all the setups, all the settings that you have to do in one video. So that's sort of the plan. All right. Then you need to register and do your verification on Binance. And then once you've got this, then people are ready. We can help them on a Zoom call. But we definitely want to move more towards videos where people can actually do it themselves. So we'll have the odd people who want to have their handheld, and then we're there to help. All right, so step number 4 is you have to transfer your Bitcoin and Ethereum to Binance. And then step number 5, you need to transfer your Tether USDT to Royal Queue to activate the bot. And this is also how you do fueling. Because I think a lot of people, when they join, they get that message to say, oh, you've got less than 10 U in your thing and something's going to stop. And then they go, oh, what is this? But it's just, this is the same process. So on the video that I do where you activate the bot or where you transfer the money the first time, it's the same process to refuel your bot. Right? This is, like I said, I've set this up in step 1. You need to change your nickname. I see a lot of new people don't have nicknames. Location you anyway have to set because otherwise you can't activate the bot. Avatar is a photo over there. Professional edition, it gives you those extra cryptocurrencies like Matic and HBAR and all those exciting ones. And then you need to set your transaction password. So when you want to withdraw money. All right, so then we activate the bot and then we set up the API and then we set the strategy and we start trading. So, I mean, Circle is probably what we want to look at more in the future, especially if we get bigger. I mean, if we're going to sit with 500 members or 1,000 members, and especially if they're international, we might want to look at Circle. But I think our guys, we've got a culture of the quantitative route where we do everything ourselves. Because it's fun, you know, you can see Algo is doing well today, and then you put Algo in, and then you enjoy it, and then the next day something else is the hot stuff. So I don't think quantitative is that difficult, you know, and I believe we must keep at it. Right. So yeah, and also just another thing about this, there's the Circle, and I think I've seen it, I think this week, where some of the guys had, you know, too little capital, and the markets fell, and they were sitting with double digits and so forth. And then all of a sudden they want to start they considered moving to some other guys' circles and stuff like that. So I just want to say there's like very little difference between a circle and a quantitative, because it's all about that core margins, which I'll explain in a moment. The rest of it is just the cryptos has been performing well. There's no real major differences between all these circles. So just a lot of these guys won't tell you that. They'll put it up in fancy words and say the traders is deciding this and the traders doing that. No, not right. Okay, so we've also got these channels that people can connect, and you guys are more than welcome to send your friends and families to the Facebook page and to the WhatsApp groups. You're more than welcome to join anybody that's not even have a bot. We've got two WhatsApp groups. We've got the V0 and the V1. So on V1 is all the guys with the bot, and V0 is all the guys that have bots as well as the guys that doesn't have bots. You've seen I've changed it to admin only now because I don't want to, it gets too many and there's some weirdos that want to post stuff in your group, and then you just need to make decisions. We had another incident in another Royal Queue group, which wasn't very pleasant. So definitely that's the way we do it. I've made some of you guys admin, but majority we talk about the bot on the V1 group. All right. Okay. So how much do I need? This is just something I've done. If you wanted to, let's say, quit your job and you're earning 10,000 Rand per month, then you look on the left-hand side, you divide it by 30, you need 330 Rand per day. And then if you convert that to US dollars, you need 24 USDT per day. So this is a good measure, you know, as we see our daily profits every day, to see how far are you from being sufficient, financially independent, so you don't have to work for the boss anymore. So how much capital do you need? At the bare minimum, you need about 1,800 Rand. It's going to go up to probably about 2,000 now from the 22nd, when the bot's going to cost us 120, and then you have to put in $20 worth of fuel. Obviously, Royal Q is getting bigger now. So how do you get capital? And I think it's something that I spoke to somebody yesterday about. And just getting back to the thing again, a lot of people believe for 150 they are going to get rich over time, but you need to find a way to increase your capital. And if you look there, Promote Royal Q, really guys, this is such an amazing opportunity. If you guys look at how much fun you are having, and in the mornings you get up and the first thing you watch is your app. You check your app, you see how it's going, you hear it vibrating next to your bed. So we need to start really changing our mind a little bit, being a bit more in a promoting mode, because you've got friends, family, all these people that want to make some money. We had a discussion about today where maybe even older people might be more interested in something like this. All right. So if you can get 5 people, I can tell you, you're not going to have to worry about fuel anymore. And your Binance money will stay in your Binance. Okay, so just quickly getting back to sort of the levels, just going to go quickly. Just want to focus on V2 here, for example. You need 20 people in a team, of which you sign up free personally, and then you get $40 for every person you sign up, where currently you guys get $50 every you sign up. A lot of people start with $200, and then they're probably going to make $50 for the month. But if they just sign up one person, they've made $50 in one day, where they've made $50 for the whole month. So people need to understand these numbers, and they need to start thinking bigger into the future, because the efforts that you put in now, every day, every month, especially now in spring, is going to pay off. It's going to take its time, compound, and then you're going to be opening your eyes and you'll be happy you did it. And then you also get a V2, you get $10 for every person that sign up anywhere in the network. So that's nice. You get 30% profit share. So, and then it carries on. I mean, by V6, you are getting $70 for every person that sign up with you, and then $50 for every person anywhere in the network, and 60% profit share. So this is a very lucrative model with only 1,500 people. Right. So this is an example of a V2. This V2 started 28th of June. And if you calculate the last 7 days, you take the average and you convert it back to South African rands, then this is 12,300 Rand per month. So we're talking 28th of June. What's that? 2.5 months? Yeah, 2.5 months to earn a salary of 12,300 Rand. Passive. And, by this time, you already got 20 people in your team. And over time, there's going to be new people joining. So it's only going to increase. I can't see people withdrawing the money. This is an example of a V3. I think this guy is now V4 by now. I know him. He's from India, Jatin. So, yeah, we're looking here at V3 at 100,000 Rand per month. So I think all of us can say that $260, $300 a day is not bad. How much is that? Let's say $300 a day times 14. It's like 4,500 Rand a day. Yeah, that can work. So you can see there's a big possibility that you can go big. It goes really up, or from V3, it really goes up. Anyway, so that's a network marketing side. Not all of us are network marketers. So let's get a little bit into the detail of how these strategies work. Look, guys, there's a lot of strategies out there. I'm not the guru. You can see me as a guru, and I put in a lot of hours, but I urge you guys also to do a bit of research, because your research will help us. I've got another friend in Dubai. He's been sending me a lot of videos, and I still have to check a couple of them. But this guy, I like it, and I believe this is sort of where we're going. So you're talking about around about I just want to say, where is it we're talking about? Let's just look at this one quickly. So it's not an easy pill to swallow, But a lot of the guys that's been through this dip now would agree with me. If you had a 20% reserve fund, let's say you've got $1,000 and 20% of that, $200, you put it aside. Either you put it in your Luna wallet or you put it into another investment, which I am, I've got some options, but we need to find another place where we can keep our money, but then we need to be able to withdraw that money pretty much on the same day. Then we can trade with $800, and then when the market goes down and you see it's pretty much down now, you take that $200 and you rejuvenate at least some of your cryptocurrencies again. Because if you can get just at least 2 or 3 of them going again, you'll be amazed at how much they do. I mean, I've seen now this one where I've had a couple, let's say 15 or so, I think, where it is literally in some days 1 or 2 that's making the money. And they make pretty much the same amount of money that we would have made the other days. So anyway, so this is something you guys must please keep in the back of your head. We need to start getting a 20% reserve fund ready, because it's a matter of time when cryptos will fall again and will be in the double digits. That's not where we want to be. So you're looking at a maximum of $150 per crypto. And in the beginning, we were like, okay, just add one or add another one. But, that it just doesn't make sense, because this is a retirement plan. It's not a get rich quick plan. We need to set it up that the bot can be pretty much automated. So if you then take your $800, you divide it by 150, you're looking at 5.3. So then I'm saying, okay, when it's bullish, I believe it's quite bullish at the moment, then we can say, okay, maybe you can take 6 cryptocurrencies. But when it's bearish, we can take 5 cryptocurrencies. Then we're already pushing it a little bit. Just want to get back to this one. So this is sort of the table, and it will also pretty much work back to 150. You can see there $300. You're going to get the first buy-in amount that the bot buys at is $10. You're going to get 2 cryptocurrencies. And you can see when it goes to 400, they keep the 2. So they're playing it safe, and it makes sense. You'll see now why I say that. So some people might be using a first buy-in amount of 15 or 20. So I've changed, some of the people, we've changed it to a first buy-in amount of 15 or 20, but then you need to be $3,000 plus. What this guy is saying, you mustn't have more than 20 cryptocurrencies ever. So I think he's right. If you have too many of them, a lot of them are just lying there until forever. You just not really going to make that much money. So anyway, this is what you guys need to be well aware of, and I hope you understand it so far. Okay, so let's quickly look at another example. So we've got our $800 example here. We want to put $200, 20% in a reserve. And then, but that reserve can't be held in your USDT and Binance. Otherwise, it's not a reserve. $800. So we're looking at $10 buy, and we're going to buy 5 cryptocurrencies. Okay. So this is the trade setting on RailQ. This is pretty much the basic overall trade setting. You can do this in bulk, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. If there's time, we will. But on this, for example, it's a 3,000 plus account. So the first buy-in amount is $15 US. The margin call limit is 7 times. You can set this 7 times as many as you want. You can set it 20 times. You can set it 4 times, whatever you want. All right. So that means that's the number of times that the cryptocurrency can buy when the price goes down. I'm going to show you more about that. The whole position take profit ratio, 1.3. So you must actually look at 1.3 and 0.3 together, because they go hand in hand. The whole position take profit callback. I've seen one live today, and I want to quickly just, okay, let me explain it like this. So the cryptocurrency goes up, and it just goes up. It doesn't come down. It just goes up, and it goes 2%, and it goes 3% in profit. So the way this 0.3 works, it will say, if the price, let's say it's now 3%, and it drops 0.3, it's going to sell. So it can actually then sell at 2.7% profit. But the same will apply when it gets to 1.3 profit and it drops, it will sell at 1%. So don't worry too much if it doesn't 100% make sense to you, but that is just basically saying it's going to go past, and then when it comes back, it's going to go past 1.3, and when it comes back 0.3, then it's going to sell. I have seen some bigger ones, yeah, 4% and so forth, but you don't see a lot of them. Right, then the next thing is a margin configuration, which we'll look next, and the buy-in, call back. That's the reverse of the of the 0.3. This is now, let's look at the margins quickly. Right. Okay, so this is my current margins. I've actually changed it like this now. So when the price drops 2%, it's going to buy 2 times. It's going to buy double. So if you have a $10 first buying amount, it's going to buy $20. When the price drops to 3%, it's going to buy $40. When the price drops to 4%, it's going to buy $60. And when it drops to 6%, it's going to buy $80. Now, if you've got, I'm going to show you live how it works now. So what it means, this 0.5 buy and call back, if it gets to 2%, and I think it works the other way around. But anyway, so it's that 0.5 plays around the 2%. I'm not sure if it's up or down, but anyway, so it's not so important. Basically, it's about this. All right. So let's just quickly see. In supposition, take profit callback. That's a new thing. I still have to go figure that out, but we'll have a look at it at the moment. All right. So, okay. So this is the call margin settings. Okay. So this is where we need to start looking. When you look at your cryptos, there's a lot of information here that you can utilize. And I'm not expecting you guys to become a guru, but I mean, it's good if you can begin to understand some of the basics and ask the right questions. What you guys must also consider doing is getting an app, like a recording app, that you can record on your phone. There's a lot of them available, so that whenever you have an issue, or whenever on a weekly basis, you just want to quickly let William have a look at your current bot. Then you just go in and say, "Hi, William. Can you just scan pause this page?" And I see 12%, 2%, 5% Ethereum. And then you show me your profits, your revenue, and then you show me your quantitative. I'll show you in a moment how I can do it. And then I can just get an idea. I can say, okay, no, we need to talk, or it looks all right, or do this, do that. Okay. So on this page, if you look at Dot's my example here. Dot is sitting at 2.05, and there's a floating loss. Floating loss means if I sell it now, how much will I lose? So I'm going to lose, looks like $3.96. My eyes are, yeah. So I'm going to lose $3.96. Okay, if I sell it now. The increase is below that. We'll say, what's the increase in the last 24 hours with regards to this crypto? And remember, the time on Royal Q starts at 6, from 6 in the evening. The new day starts, and on Binance, it's American time. That's why you'll see the prices and the percentages doesn't always add up to what they are on Binance, but it is Binance. It's just the timing difference. Okay, so this, just on this screen already, you can already see a lot. You can see cost is 12%, and it's so much 9.2. I've got $27 there. Okay. This is an interesting one. I've been making good money on Dot today, but at some point I saw, okay, and I just checked on Dot, and I see, but Dot has already bought 3 times. So if you look on the left-hand side, this is the detailed crypto report. So if we get back to our core margins, this one, if you look in the top right, it says free. So what happened here? Free. So it means that first call 2%, 3%, 4%. It fell 4%, it bought 2 times, 4 times, 6 times. That's why I'm sitting with $194. But I'll show you now in a bit more detail. All right, my average price is 35.62. My average price is 35.62. So if it's 35.62, it needs to get back here before I can start making profits again. All right, but yeah, and then it just fell. All right, so okay, but I think this is the price probably already came up. The timing is not exactly the same, but due to that big fall there, it just went and bought and bought and bought. So I'm selling with $194. But once it gets profitable, once it goes to blue, I'm going to make 1.3% on $194, not $29. Okay, on the $10. Okay, so this is the important one I wanted to show you. Okay, there's my core margins at the top. So let's look at the bottom here. I'm just going to take one cryptocurrency. So when I start, I've got $500 US, and I want to buy one crypto. So I buy one crypto. So I buy $10 worth of crypto. My USDT is sitting at 490. My total balance is $500. All right. So the price goes up 1.3 and it drops 0.3. So I'm making 1% profit. So now it will sell. I make my 10 cents profit. My USDT now goes up to $500.10. And my total balance is 510 cents. Immediately, the bot will go and buy the crypto again at $10. Now I'm sitting with $500.10. A lot of people are asking, where is my profits? Because they see it on the revenue report, but they don't know where their profits are. Your profits is sitting in your USDT, because it's always your money is always lying in either USDT or in a cryptocurrency. Okay, so now what happens here? The price drops 2%, and the bot will go, and now it's going to activate first call. So it's going to buy 2 times, and going to buy $20. Now I'm sitting with $29.80, because remember the price also dropped. So the crypto I've got dropped by 2%, and my USDT is dropping. So every time it drops, my crypto value drops by 2% or 3%, whatever the total value is. But the total crypto value gets more. So when you guys are running out of money, you get that ugly message say that failed to cover, this and that, that your USDT is finished because it was all spent. If you look at the top, you'll see in order to get to fourth call, you need $210 per crypto. So just to say, I mean, we're bargaining on $150, so we can only get to the third call. So anyway, I hope it just gives you some idea as to what's going on. I think when we actually do this, we need to just do the whole call on this. All right. So that's sort of what I wanted to show you guys. I want to quickly, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to tell me. Okay. So where's my dot? Where's my dot? Here's dot. So dot is now still sitting with free number of core margin. $35.62 is the price, average price. That's where I'm going to make money. The current price is now at 35. You can see it there at the bottom, just below it. So you see how far you are from making money. Getting into profits again. The big thing I think I want to tell you guys is that, and you might see it now, when the cryptocurrency just goes up, it's not buying down. You're using $10 and you're making 1.3% on $10, which is nothing. It's 1.3 cents. But when it drops, like we've seen with dot here now, once it goes blue, I'm going to make a bit more money because I'm making 1.3% on $194. And then while we're at it, let me just quickly talk about these other options here very quickly. One shot, One shot, if we press it, it's going to say one shot. You're going to see, why is it not refreshing? Let me just more quickly grab it, come back. All right, you can see dot is now one shot. So one shot, what happens in one shot is one shot will go once, it will do everything it's supposed to do. When the price drop, it will buy low, buy. And then when it gets profitable, it will sell, but then it will stop. It won't carry on. It will not rebuy it again. So this is handy. Sometimes when you want to stop some of your cryptocurrencies and you want to replace them with something else, but just be aware that sometimes markets doesn't go your way and you do a lot of one shots and then all of a sudden they don't go away. And then you're sitting with them for long. All right. Then if you look at the sell is the worst button. You must not use it a lot, please, guys. Because I think at the beginning we thought, oh, we didn't see profits and we're getting panicky. There was no blue colors on our screen. So we decided to sell it. But now look at, if I were to sell dot now, at I've got $194 worth of dot. I'm selling it, I'm going to make a loss of $4.60. Now I've made my loss, but now that I've got that capital again, it's starting to trade with dot. But now it's trading with $10. How are you going to make back your $4.91 that you lost with $10? It's going to take a long time, you know. So don't get blue, you know, let blue take over your life. Because the reality is, especially where we are recovering now from this drop that we've had. If you look at SXP, for example, I've got $222 lying in SXP. With the current market situation, do you guys think SXP is going to fall more or is it going to go up? And if SXP goes up by 20%, I'm going to have an increase of 20% in my Binance balance. So you're actually at the best place now, just to leave it. You understand? I hope you understand that very well. Okay, so that is sell. Buy we're going to look at in the future a bit more. Buy is the one that you can use once you have extra, let's say you've got a 20% of you've got extra capital. You can use buy to, when the price is low, you can buy manually, you can buy more. You know, to get your average price down. So buy is okay. And then these other ones, I'm not gonna, we don't use them. And then trade settings. Like I say, we've done this from, okay, just to get back how we do the trade settings. You go to quantitative.